It's your brother Cheston coming through with the 9 o'clock hour. Yeah, I see you over there looking real good, girl. Yeah. Jay. What's up, good people, man? It's your brother Cheston.
And I'm your co-host with the mostest, Kim. Hey, y'all.
And you are here for another episode of the What You Mean Podcast, man. And we actually got something special going on. We are going to dedicate our What's New segments for the month of May to single moms, married mompreneurs, all of that, because we just want to get a perspective on motherhood nowadays, raising kids nowadays, making money, career moves, and stuff like that. So we got our first mom for our first segment that's in the building right now. So I am going to give her an opportunity to introduce herself and let her tell you who she is and what she does.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, girl, hey. So my name is Ebony, a.k.a. Lady E. Some may know, some may not.
Let them know, sis. Let them know.
I'm a owner of a clothing boutique called eStyles Boutique. You can find it at www.estylesme.com. And all my social handles are eStylesme or eStyles_boutique.
That's what's up.
Yes, okay.
I normally do all the dang on talking during these sessions, so you want to kick this one out?
I sure am.
Go ahead.
So, so tell us, like, what inspired you to start your boutique, and when did you start it?
I unofficially started my boutique in 2014. I was not on paper. Officially 2016, I started it. And the inspiration that I received in regards to like why was from my grandma. So my grandma taught me how to be a woman.
Hello.
She taught me how to be a lady.
Right.
And she taught me what that meant, like how to have fun with it, you know, how to just empower yourself, because of course, you know, we living in days where you don't get, you know, what you need from the opposite sex. So going back, you know, my grandma, she was just very influential in my life. And she was a jack of all trades, but one thing that she taught me was your impression is left the first time.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of it starts with your appearance. Mm-hmm. And with your appearance can also tell your personality without having to speak. Mm-hmm. So when after I had my son, excuse me, and, you know, just I wasn't a single mom, but I still had to work. I still had to, you know what I'm saying, bring in my upkeep.
Right.
But I had majority of the responsibility of my son on me. Mm-hmm. And having to try to work a 9 to 5, that was challenging, even though I've had a great support system while having him. It's still a challenge. Mm-hmm. And I seen that time just really isn't on a mom's side. Mm-hmm. Not in this day and time when you still need 2 paychecks to take care of a household. Right. So I know what I needed was freedom, and my passion has always been, you know, fashion or everything girly. Uh-huh. And so I was like, what can I do to create freedom for me and my son? Mm-hmm. And I came up with that. I was always asked, like, what are you wearing? Where you get this? Where you get that? You know, I've had so much information and knowledge that I just went on ahead and said, hey, yeah, let me go ahead and open up my own boutique. Yeah. And so I've been striving to push it ever since 2014.
Okay, that's dope. I can definitely relate with you with that as well, just with makeup artistry, because I started doing makeup really like for the same reason, you know, just in a different avenue. I grew up seeing my grandmother and grew up seeing my mom like always put themselves together and teach me the importance of, okay, you can't just go out the house any kind of way. Right. Like that does not fly. Even just now, I literally cringe when I see girls out and grown women out with a bonnet on their head. It literally drives me crazy. Like I can't stand
make it
that.
fashionable.
Girl,
because you know we ain't got no excuses no more. We got the bonnets with the little, you know, bantu knot part. You can put it in the front, the back. You can do a little razzle dazzle on the side. So you still never have a reason to leave the house with just a regular black satin bonnet on your head. And then house shoes. We got cute shoes. We got shoes that may look like house shoes, but they clogs. Right. You can make your laziness fashion.
That's a word.
Put an effort to your.
Drop a bomb on that. That was a word. Hello. like seriously though, because I literally went into Walmart one time. Excuse me. I went to Walmart one time, And this girl, I don't care if it was 10 o'clock at night, y'all, she had a towel. I kid you not.
In Florida?
No. It was here in Birmingham, Alabama at the Hoover Walmart off of 150. Had a towel wrapped around her head like she just washed her hair. And I was like, sis, where is you going? And then what made it so bad is that you were with other people that let you walk out the house with
So
this
that's a
towel
no,
on her
no,
head.
don't come out the house with a towel.
Not
right?
with me.
That's a hell damn no.
I'm gonna
Like,
talk about
no.
you, so don't worry about it if nobody else talking about you. I'm gonna dog you.
No, but to go back to what she was saying, you know, first impression is everything with just how you put yourself together, you know, like with your clothes.
Was
and
she
everything.
fine?
Who knows?
I'll show you the
Got a
picture and
towel.
let you decide.
I'm straight. I was just wondering.
How can you tell she got a towel on her head?
I mean, I can see her face. I can see how she
I
can see what
I
she
will
look
pull
like.
that picture up and let you decide. Cause
I already
still
know
have
she wasn't fine because you would have told me she was fine now because you just went straight to bringing the picture up. So, I mean, it was an embarrassment.
To me, I'm like, and I guess to me, just as a black woman, you know, people already they already stereotype us. They can always think negatively of us, and they can already have this perception that they don't care about this, they don't care about that. I remember being in an Uber one time. This was a few years ago, and this man was from, I think he's from Texas or something, and he was Middle Eastern. And his perception of black women here, he was like, you must not be from here. I said, what do you mean? He was like, well, you don't dress like you're from here. And I was like, no, like I grew up here. Like, what do you mean by that? And he was saying, because most of the black women that I see here, opposed to the ones that I've seen in Texas or in California or anywhere else, they put themselves together. The women here don't. Like, why is that? And I was like, oh.
Maybe it was the area he coming in.
I mean, I don't know, but just even still, just to hear that, to hear someone say that, especially from a man of a different culture, I was like, that's sad that y'all have that perception of us. You know, so it is important that, you know, you take those things that your grandmother taught you, your mom taught you, and put yourself together. Like, you don't have to just walk out the house, like you said, looking any kind of way, you know?
So I guess just added amongst the list of things that well, not just mothers, but, you know, being that we're catering the conversation more towards mothers, that's just another thing on the list that y'all got to worry about.
Right, because I had to. So even going back to that, after I had Julian, which is my son, it was hard for me to get back to like who I was, because I wasn't her anymore. I was her with a whole body, like a whole human being. You know what I mean? Like, I was her that he had to look good even if I didn't. You know what I'm saying? He had to be good even if I didn't feel good. Like, you know, if I'm tired, I still had to do things, you know what I'm saying, for him. So my style of what I look like was like on the last, you know, number on the list.
I heard that before.
And so it took my sister to tell me, like, okay, you're gonna have to get it together. Like, you know what I'm saying? She, you know, she pulled me to the side. She was like, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Not you. And the thing about it is, I lost me, but what is me and what's always gonna be me is what I put on. How I, you know what I'm saying, how I enter this world. That's how I'm going. That's me. That's me all day. It's not about other people. It's just about me. When I look in the mirror, I want to be like, damn, girl, you look good.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? I hype myself up.
Right.
It's not about what I receive. It's about what I'm giving myself.
Exactly.
So that was me, and that wasn't me, because I wasn't even looking in the mirror. You know, if I'm standing in the mirror, I got the baby in front of me, you know, he playing on the countertops and stuff like that. Makeup, I had almost forgot how to put makeup on for a whole year.
Damn.
Wow.
I didn't even put no makeup on. It was different. But I had to you know what I'm saying, go back to what my foundation was, what I was built upon, which was, you know what I'm saying, just dress to impress for yourself. And once I started doing it, I started feeling better. You know, people can be in postpartum like for a long time. I don't know if I was, but I lost myself for a minute. But I was so lost in being a mom. Like, that was the only role that I could play. Even at work, don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? You want me to work over? No, I can't work over. You know, you going to pay me more? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I was, because I'm like, I got a child to take care of, and that's my responsibility. I don't care who helped me make them.
Right.
That's my responsibility. So that's what became like, I was too zoned in on that.
No matter who helps you, that's your responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm trying to figure out how to accept that. Because it doesn't sound like something that I don't know about that one.
Why you feel like that?
It ain't about me. So it ain't about me. We have you here today to spotlight you, spotlight the type of mother you are, the type of mother that you have been, the type of mother that you've grown to be. You know what I'm saying? To that girl that mistakenly got pregnant, this year, and she hears this podcast to hear something influential that will help her better in her situation, because she kind of sort of went through something similar to what you went through, and she sees how you prevail when she go to your Instagram, when she go to your boutique site and be like, dang, sis pressed through, you know what I'm saying? So our Mother's Day session, it's not about me and my opinions of how I feel about what your mentality has become or what it is to make you the type of mother that you are, to make sure that you provide for your son. So that's why it's definitely probably something that we can definitely entertain and talk about later. But at this very moment, it's not about that. You know what I'm saying? That's a conversation for a mixed panel. You know what I'm saying? Just because my perspective is not going to be the next person's perspective. And I don't have any kids. And I say all the time, a lot of people think that I don't know what I'm talking about because I don't have kids. I don't need to have kids to understand the depths of what one will go to protect their own. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm an older brother. You know what I'm saying? And I've taken care of kids that's not mine. You know what I'm saying? And I felt the same way if they were mine biologically or not. You know what I'm saying? So, right. I just, looking at the fact that you got E Styles, you got Jew, and, with coming out of like COVID and where we at, with the world trying to get back to normal, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, now that is happening, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's being a mom like in 2022? Like, because it's you being a mom in 2022 is not my mom in the 80s.
95.
No, I was born in 84.
I'm just saying progressively.
Yeah, like it's different. Like, I know there's been some things that you shared about me about certain shows and certain things like that. Like, what's a mom like in 2022?
Every year is different. Right. Because things in the world change. Mm-hmm. The things that I was dealing with Julian when he was like 4, I'll say that's when he found YouTube heavy. Okay. And YouTube can definitely become a problem because there's so many opportunities of them getting, vivid, colorful, graphic content that they're not ready for. Right. And it's set up in the kids' YouTube. You get what I'm saying? So that was a challenge. So to try to maneuver that still is a challenge. But now, what a conversation that I would have had with my mom is earlier with my son. Like, I was older having these conversations with my mom, whereas now I'm having these uncomfortable conversations with my son, and he's just turned 9 in January. And what I mean by uncomfortable conversations, same-sex relationships, just a lot of sexual explicit things, period. Even in the music that he listens to, he's a music head already. And then he's a gamer too. Even in these games, it get weird. Like with Fortnite, they want to role play. I don't understand it, because why you got to role play like a girl? You're a boy. Why you can't role play still as a boy? Gotcha. You get what I'm saying? But it's like they looking at YouTube and they mimicking what they see. Right. Yeah. And even though they can grasp a little bit of what's going on, they're not fully comprehending it. So they looking at it like it's a game. But I feel like eventually it's gonna feed their mind into a different direction. Right. So I'm like, okay, what do I do? Now I have to have conversations with him. How do I have these conversations? What's the verbiage that I need? On what level can I go? Right. How deep or how on the surface do I need to get? Gotcha. And that's where the challenge come in, and that challenge change every year. Like this year, he has a cell phone, but we living in the times where he need a cell phone. Right. If you're not with me, I need to know how I can get in contact with you. Right. Even though, again, I have a great support system at the same time, it is people and environments in which I don't want him around.
Right.
But if I have you in someone else's possession, I can't control your whereabouts. So now I need to communicate with you because they might not let me know where you are. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
They might not be accurate in your location. So when I'm communicating with them, they know I don't want you over there. But they got you over there. They're not going to tell me, but you will. I want to continue to have open dialogue with him as well because I have noticed he'll come to me with information without me having to go seek anything from him.
That's good.
Even if he in trouble at school, he was like, well, I had a bad day. Or he'd be like, Mom, it was rough today. And I'm like, rough? What you know about a day being rough? But,
Right.
he'll, and I think because I had to start conversations earlier and get feedback to see what his level of understanding was, it was like, okay, now they may sound like mature conversations, but honestly, they just these day and time conversations that these kids are on the level of because of what they're being exposed to. So it's like everybody like, yeah, she grown. The little girl may not be grown, but look at everything she's been exposed to. Mm-hmm. Look at what she's a sponge still. So you may think that she's being fast or she's being grown or, she got a slick, she's slick at the mouth. But no, she's just mimicking what she's been exposed to.
Right.
So she don't know she's acting out of character. She's not acting her quote-unquote age because what is age at this point in time? Right. They're giving them to them younger and younger and younger, regardless of what it is. These children are able to, have sex changes at an early age. I couldn't even talk to boys listening. I don't know if I really liked a boy or a girl. I couldn't even associate myself in that environment. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In middle school, hell, even in high school, I was 16 by the time my mom even let me give my number out. And I had a cell phone at 15. So even then, she would take that cell phone up at 9 o'clock, even though the phone bill free at 9. You couldn't talk on the phone at 9. The phone got to come in because that ain't what you need your cell phone for.
Right.
You needed your cell phone because you was in band. You was doing extracurricular activities, volleyball, things of that nature. So now when practice over, you need to be calling me.
Right.
That's what you need your cell phone for.
Exactly.
When you got your car, you need your cell phone for whatever emergency situations you may be in. You didn't need your cell phone to communicate with your friends. Mm-hmm. That's what the house phone for, and I cut that off, as well. But now, I have to pull Juice's cell phone, from him on the weekend because he don't know when to get off of it. And I make him, come bring that game, sit that game down because he'll be on the game all day. And it's so much different from when we were growing up because we went outside.
Yeah, right. We ain't had no choice.
Exactly.
We ain't had no choice but to go outside. I mean, it's get out my house.
Right.
Go play. Go do something.
Drink water out the faucet.
Leave me alone.
You can't even get in and get a cup of Kool-Aid.
So, yeah. You keep opening my refrigerator too many times, you let my air out. Just stuff like that. Quit flicking my lights on, you running on my phone bill, go sit down and read a book. That's how we grew up. Mm-hmm. They not on that. They unlimited electricity all day because you on this game. Now your game going dead, you got to charge it up. Cell phone going dead, you got to charge it up.
TikTok,
whatever. Oh my gosh, yes. Then that's another thing. He wanted a social media account. He created his own TikTok account when he was 6. Before I knew what TikTok was, he had a TikTok account and had 3 videos posted up on it.
At 6. I would have been like, little boy.
And knew his username.
You know your ABCs.
He knew his username. And the username was not a name, it was just alphabets.
Wow.
No lie to you.
That's crazy.
How did you remember AZT, ALB, how did you remember that?
Right. And you're sick.
That's crazy.
These kids, boy, I tell you.
That's crazy.
They're smarter than their own good. Oh, Jesus. I can't keep up.
So how?
Different.
I think you had some.
I did. So I know you were saying you were talking about having your child being around other people and then maybe exposing them to something that you don't want to. How do you handle that with setting boundaries when people have gone against your boundaries just as a mother?
I teach him what his boundaries are.
Yeah.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that response.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I wasn't either.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You have to, because they don't know until you tell them.
Mm-hmm.
they'll feel that it's wrong, like whatever that may be. And it doesn't have to be sexual. It could be, you know, being talked to aggressively, you know, being called out your name. If they push you too hard, or, you know, anything that you know that's not going on at home, when you with your mama, when you with your grandma, when you with your dad, if you're not getting that, then you know that ain't right.
Right.
So if that's not right, then these are the steps that you need to take to make sure that you come back home to me. And then you need to also communicate with me so I can handle it on the back end.
Gotcha.
And then also, even with that conversation, a lot of kids get scared to tell you because, you know, you probably told them, I do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And I had to also incorporate that into play too, because sometimes they, you know, that unconditional love is real.
Right.
And they gonna love you to the core. And they show you they love you. Not just with actions, but with words. And sometimes they'll give you information and they'll omit certain things so you won't react, because that's the trigger that they know you're going to react on. And so I have to get him to understand honesty is always important, no matter how it may seem or how hard it may be to, you know, provide it. Honesty is always important because I'm here to protect you at all costs, no matter what the end results are. This is my responsibility. So I think even though, you know, we still continue to have those conversations, I think that he understands what that means.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
That's what's up. So I'm gonna shift gears and go with the famous Kim question. I always call it the Kim question. I'm gonna probably start putting it up on the screen. Like, Kim is an advocate of balance. So when it comes to, you know, being a mother, I know being a mother is one of those things that you truly can never turn off. So don't take this question the wrong way, but where do you find the balance to be able to kind of sort of like, when I say cut it off, I guess I mean like take a break and just like have a reset as a mom. Like you hit the reset button as a mom to like just refresh and, you know, gather your thoughts and get revitalized so you can hop back in there and continue to be the mom that you're being.
I don't know. I'm still learning. That.
Okay.
In times I can find balance, and in other times I do things to find balance. So I may selfishly take time that I probably shouldn't take. But that's when I feel like I know, you know what I'm saying? At that point, we just need a break. Mommy needs a break, okay?
You know,
Later.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I thought about when she said Mama needs a break?
What?
That TikTok, when that TikTok to pop up and be like, so you want to date a MILF, huh? And then they show the little lingerie piece and then she closed the door and then they play the Trey songs in the back and then you hear the kid knocking on the door. Dum, 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 dum. That's what I thought about when she said that.
It is true.
And, you know, it'd be funny because those little memes be coming through. They be like, man, fuck these kids. I'm like, shit, fuck these kids.
Like, but not my kid, though.
You had them mamas, though, because sometimes he'll come to my room. I'm like, I just cooked. I tried to make your plate. Now you hungry an hour later. I'm chilling. My feet hurt. Now you want me to get up and make your plate? No. Go back. Sorry. Bye. You know, you going to have to wait till I get up. But
man. That's what's up, man. So I guess for me, like the most important thing, and I try not to be redundant on our platform, but a lot of things that I just have the examples of is what I'm always going to probably remote back to. So in this conversation, you know, I'm thinking more so about my mom. Like I became and developed the relationship that I had with my mom when she told me I had to lie to her. You know what I'm saying? That's when she was always gonna be respected because I know she, number one, she whooped my ass.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? Number two, I know she had the power to take my stuff away. You know what I'm saying? And number three, she was just my mama. Like that was my mama. You know what I'm saying? So my mom used to kind of sort of like try to treat me almost like me and my sister were the same. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, okay, I'm a boy and you got your girl, but you trying to treat me like I'm a girl too. Because I can't go nowhere. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't go over there. I can't go over this. Like, I didn't really get the release to actually like be a young man, a young boy until my mama started dating my stepdad at the time that she was with for like 15, 16, 17 years or whatever. Like, when she started dating him, that was when I was able to go start hanging out with my friends, come home 10, 11 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Like, 12 o'clock, maybe 1, 2 in the morning. Like it wasn't no tripping no more. It was like he made it where I was able to just go. I ain't gonna say do what I want to do because I did what I wanted to do, but I did it in perspective in a way that I didn't want anything to ever get back to my mom that I was doing something I really didn't have no business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that I would be ashamed of, basically. You know what I'm saying? So I knew how to compose myself. So, you know, when it came to the type of relationship that I had with her, like my mom ended up being literally my ace boon coon. You know what I'm saying? Like anything that I could do for her, if it was within my power to do it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So I really wanted to like just take May, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that that's highlighted from the What You Mean platform. You know what I'm saying? Like a couple of people that I'll share this platform with, I'll probably share with them for numerous amount of reasons. You know what I'm saying? On top of the fact that they're a mom. Because every time I think about somebody I bring in this room, whether they're an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? They run hot dog stands, they boutique owners, they t-shirt company, they run their own PR firm. It don't matter. Kim then embedded this balance thing in my life, and I feel like so many questions can be pulled from the fact of how a person tries to balance certain things. Like we can ask so many things about that, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when it comes to, I don't know what it is to be a mom because but I know what it is to be a son. You know what I'm saying? And I know what moms expect sometimes. I know what moms want us to do sometimes and all this other stuff. So I'm saying all of this because I just want to commend you on the fact that, yes, number one, I know you. You know what I'm saying? I've known you for a very long time. And, you know, before the podcast, I even told you, like, I commend you on being just the woman that you are. Keep being the woman that you are. So that's what kind of sort of like May is about. If you come in this room on a Mother's Day segment, it's because I know you a dope mom. You know what I'm saying? I know that you have. So I know that you pretty much, you know what I'm saying, handled yourself how you need to handle it to make sure that you're good. So I guess, you know what I'm saying, well, some of the things that I want you to kind of sort of go and move towards now is, I think my pastor used to say, each one reach one. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Each one, well, how you say it?
Each one teach one.
Each one teach one or reach one, something like that. So, like, in this moment, like, I would want you to use the platform in the next couple of moments to inspire, influence, or, you know, be inspirational to a mom that may be listening, like, and you ain't got to know what they're going through. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But when they hear this, it was just so divine that when they listen to this podcast and listen to some of the things that you had to say about motherhood, about balance, about working, about being a provider, about giving a sense of security, going back to those things that you said you had to do yourself because you don't have the counterpart doing the things that you feel like should be getting done. Like filling that void, doing those things. Like when a mom hit play on the What's New Mother's Day segment, they see Ebony Williams and they get to a certain part where they're starting to now relate to what you're talking about because it's like, dang, I can't believe sis said that because that's something I be dealing with. If you could be inspirational in that moment that you have somebody's attention, I want you to do that right now. Can you do that?
I don't know. I mean, so, because I don't know what that pain is, because it could be a numerous, you know, different things. I guess I'll start off by saying, if you lost in motherhood, or if you lost in life, because, you know, motherhood doesn't start your life starts motherhood. What I would say is you got to seek God first. That's number one. Once you seek God and you bring him into your whole being, when I say your whole being, that should be the first person you talk to when you wake up and the last person you talk to when you go to sleep. When you're having a bad day and you're looking for encouragement, that should be the prayer that you give before you go seek out help from your circle. I've been doing that. And I was taught that early on. And I'm not going to say I believed it. But as I get older, the flesh fails tremendously. So you may have a friend that's, you know, your best friend, your ride or die, your, you know, ace boon coon, but she going to fail you. Your children going to fail you. Mm-hmm. Your spouse going to fail you. You will fail yourself, but God won't fail you.
Mm. Oh, that's right.
And in order for you to hear God, you got to believe real one. And then, two, you got to find a place of quietness. And whatever that means, whatever that look like, it has to be quiet for him to speak to you. And when he speak to you, you will know. Like, I don't know how to explain that, but you will know. So currently this year was a game changer for me. My finances changed, like, overnight. But I haven't had a word since that day happened to me. I haven't had a word since that day happened to me. Since I've been dedicating my all and making sure that God is in everything, I haven't had to worry about anything. Bills get paid, whether they on time or not. They get paid. You know, I'm finding happiness because I determine my happiness. I wake up every day, and regardless of who calling my phone, regardless of the conversations I may have, I know it's temporary because I'm about to change that mood back to happiness.
Right.
You know, I got some disturbing news in regards to a family situation yesterday, and it had caused me to kind of like, I mean, it hurt my feelings, but that was a moment. You know what I mean? Just like it was a moment that happened over there, it was a moment I received that information. It's just a moment. I can't change my mood because I have been feeling so happy, like so happy. I've never felt like that. Now, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, but I felt so happy since January 31st, 2022.
Write it down, sis. Yes.
And that's honestly because I have been determined to have a relationship with God. You know, like I said, there's challenges in motherhood. And my challenge may not be the next woman's challenge. You know, they might not have financial challenges, but they may have co-parenting challenges. They may be a single mom in a married relationship. I know what that feel like. All I can say is you cannot look at no one else in this situation because you birthed that child. And in order for us to have a better world, the people that we're bringing up have to be better people than the people that we have currently, which is also ourselves. So in order for us to teach them how to heal and to be better people, we have to learn how to heal. We can't teach what we don't know.
Right.
So it's a teaching moment, you know. You got to teach yourself, you know, struggle don't always last forever. It can't. But in order for it not to last forever, you have to make the decision. You came in this world by yourself, and the Lord gave you whatever tools and necessary knowledge and resources, and you just have to go out and get it. And that's just that. And find your support system, but they gonna bounce. So you're not gonna have, you know, Lucy ain't gonna be your support system forever. And you got friends for every occasion. You may have friends to talk about your childhood traumas that you have to address. Or you may have friends to talk about your turn-up sessions. You may have friends that, you know, help you with your mental breakdowns. But everybody not going to be able to do everything for you.
Right.
So you got to find your circle and find your support system. And don't get mad when they can't support you in that moment because you having a moment, so why you think they might not be having a moment either? Y'all could be going through probably some of the similar things, but everybody process things different. So God first, God last, God forever, for real. That's all I can say.
Period.
I mean, that's you can't go
You
wrong
can't
there.
top that.
Yeah,
Period.
you can't go wrong there. I know I know one of the things that just really like, you know, stood out is just simply like we had a guest, shout out to B Monet and everything she got going on, and she kind of sort of just had like a passionate like story, and even during her interview, like I was like, dang, I wish I would have brought you in for the Mother's Day segment, like because we're going to talk about what you do with your career, we're going to talk about entrepreneurship, you know what I'm saying, and she just happened to be a mother, you know what I'm saying. I was like, dang, bro, like. And he was like, just bring it back. I was like, well, I don't know. I want some different faces, but I'm telling you that is because I feel like V Monet's segment went live yesterday. Well, it went live today at 8 a.m. And I know that when somebody listens to that, just because I'm a believer as well. I believe that when you need to hear certain stuff or you need to get a wind of something, if you will, that God kind of sort of positions you in right places around right people when you need to hear certain stuff or you need to be in the midst of something. And we do have fun on this platform. I'm not going to act like we're like this every single time we come in this room. But I know that V Monet is going to say something and somebody's going to hear that when they need to hear it. So what you just shared, again, somebody that needs to hear that is going to hear it. Like, it don't matter if it's one person. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all, like you said, we all struggle. And the struggles are similar. But just because the struggles are different doesn't mean that how you went through your struggle or what helped you through your struggle or what gave you a solution is not the same solution to somebody else's different problem. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I'm all about words. You know what I'm saying? Said I did with the Pierce Poet. So I've been writing for ever and a day. Like, I'm all about it. So I just, you know, again, on these specials that we're doing, I just want for a mother that's hearing it. You know what I'm saying? To be able to take something from it, because she may not necessarily be talking to the turn-up friend or the friend that helps or the friend that goes shopping with or the friend she go on trips with, because I know that just like men hold certain stuff inside, women do the same thing.
A lot.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just because you can't trust that information with somebody or for fear that they're being sympathetic or showing empathy just because it's you, versus them showing that same thing because they understand. Like, it's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
So, man, I really don't even know what else to say, man. I usually get in this room and be running my mouth to the point that I can't stop talking, but I'm kind of speechless, bro. Like,
I think just like your perspective on just everything, like you said, it's just really what someone needs to hear, you know, because there are women out there who
feel alone.
They feel alone, or they feel like they're not affirmed in their motherhood, and you've definitely planted the seed today.
Yeah,
for sure, without a doubt, you've planted the seed.
So now that we got the mushy stuff out there,
oh my gosh.
And you talked a little bit about E-Style, so we do want to shed a little bit of light on that. So you are a mompreneur, so as far as E-Style, what's going on with E-Styles right now? What can we look for rolling into like this summer season that we're getting ready to go into?
So right now, I'm really focused on my intimates collection right now. I don't know. I think because of the pandemic, a lot of us are not really. Fashion has become lazy. I think me and you were having that direct conversation earlier. Like, fashion has become very lazy. You see a lot of women in like athletic, athleisure wear, or naked. You see the men like in sweatsuits, hoodies, that type of stuff. Even if they do hoodies, and if y'all notice, the long socks then came back. Have y'all noticed that? So I'm like, okay, everybody going out in their pajamas anyway. Why don't I just, go ahead and start focusing on this lounge wear? So that's what I'm focusing on for really the rest of this year, because the E-Styles boutique part of it, that customer base has been created. Now I'm trying to bring attention to the intimates line, because I think that is something that is also part of self-care too. And I'm big on, like, I love me a cute little pajama set, a cute little 1-2 piece. You know what I mean? So
So what does that do for y'all?
Oh my God.
What do the little cute pajamas do for y'all? Because I know we talking about this a Mother's Day segment and everything. You trying to help people become mamas, ain't it?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Lord,
like
we here to procreate.
Hello, one. But when you've been at work all day, you've been on the go, you've been ripping and running, you've been doing whatever all day, there is nothing like coming home, you taking a nice shower bath, doing your skincare routine or whatever, and you putting on something like cute to go to sleep in, just chill, like just to chill in.
So it's not the feeling of the material, now it's just the fact that
it can be the feeling of the material. But a good, nice look, the way you would feel on your body, like if you was to lay down, go to sleep. You know how cashmere used to be the it thing at one point because it was so soft to the touch. Yeah. A good night's pajama set, even a silk piece, because some silks ain't silk, it's satin.
Right.
So,
and
you know.
Cute little house shoes to go with. Girl, see?
And I'm a sock girl. So,
Same.
I love, it's funny because everybody, I ain't gonna even lie, the whole pandemic, I went out in long socks, especially during the wintertime. I had me a good, nice, thick, long sock. So, now that everybody wearing it, as fashion, we definitely about to get us some cute socks to, go with our PJs.
Mm-hmm. It's just different from you just putting, let me just put this old t-shirt on.
Right.
It's different. Just, it's hard to explain, but when you have that cute little loungewear set, it's like, okay.
What it do for y'all, it also do for us.
Mm-hmm.
What? Y'all cute?
It turns us on.
I was about to say, we just want to take it off.
Well, we don't want to take it off.
Y'all put it on, we're going to take it off. Y'all put on all that work, do all that work to put it on.
It's self-care. Right.
The pajamas.
They look nice, cute. Let me take it off.
Lingerie.
That's different.
Right.
That's a whole nother
What's
category.
the difference between lingerie and intimate? They sound the same to me.
We're saying like pajamas. It's different.
I don't even know how to explain it for you to understand. But it's like lingerie that's a little bit more covered.
Okay.
Lingerie that's a little bit more covered.
Like the kids around is fine.
Okay. So he's still ain't trying to take it off in the kitchen while you scrambling
I got a
eggs.
couple of little pieces on the website I won't wear around Julian, but I got another look. I got a little robe. You know what I'm saying? And the robe feel real good. And I put that robe on. But up underneath this robe is my nice little pajama set that I'm very proud to be dousing and in my house in. I be very happy about it. And so, yeah.
So that's the new focus and new direction for East Styles. Okay, cool. So I also let the people know that you definitely did a collaboration here at Lip Pick Visuals a little while ago. So she was at the studio. That material should be out soon. It'll be on Sharon Not Shay's YouTube channel. But East Styles Boutique, Sharon Not Shay, and the Pick Visuals, we all did a collaboration to show some pieces she got. And I'm happy to say that she made some sales doing the collaboration. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, it's East Styles. If you ain't went and checked it out, go check it out. We plugging in right here in the What You Mean podcast. If you looking for something nice, I'm telling you, go check it out. You got the commercial. Is the commercial still anywhere?
It's still out. It's on YouTube. It's on all social media platforms, but TikTok they keep taking it down.
So she's also a content director. She kind of sort of teamed up with me and co-directed her own music, not music, but her own commercial for her Intimates line with Carly. So it turned out dope. So she definitely put in the work while she's also still being a mom. So again, can I get the applause button? I just want to do that. Yeah, that's the Kim right there. Kim do this right here. I'm gonna do the applause button. So I just want to do the Kim.
I do have one question though.
What you got?
So with all there's tons of boutiques out there. Mm-hmm. What niche about your boutique separates you from everyone else?
One, I was raised not to be naked. That was something that you reveal in the bedroom or behind closed doors. All my clothes, I have some risque clothes, but everything is covered. And I do believe that that's something that we as women, period, I don't care what your, color of your skin is, all of us need to get back to that because we have issues with the opposite sex, always thinking that it's a sexual thing for us. Mm-hmm. But, truth be told, again, your appearance says a lot about you and it may not be saying what you want it to say sometimes. And I don't think that sex, it has to be sexual.
That is very true.
So there's one thing that I pride myself on with all my items. Like, you know, it's sexy, it's giving grown and sexy, it's giving, you know, bold, confident. You definitely can become somebody else in these outfits. Okay, you know, if you don't have no confidence, by the time you put on one of my pieces, you'll find a piece of confidence in them clothes somewhere.
I hear that
shit. So
yeah, I hear that.
She said what
Hello.
she said. Period.
And even
Hello.
LaCheston can attest to this. When we did the collaboration, the girl that, you know, we worked with, Shayla Nashay, she basically gave, you know, her, well, of course, towards the end, but she was just like, once I was putting the clothes and the pieces on the hangers, she was like, I don't know about that. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I like this. This wouldn't be my type. And when she was putting it all on, like, you could see her whole face just change. Yeah. And that right there lets me know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, because when I see that is like, it makes me melt inside. Yeah, like it's a really, really good feeling. And it's just confirmation that I know what I'm doing and I know who I'm doing it for, and I just need to keep pushing and keep doing what I'm here to put on this earth to do. Because I'm big on self-confidence. I'm really, really big on it. I never had an issue with, you know, doubting myself or downing myself or even allowing others to down me. I've always been, you know, the woman that held my head up high. You've never been able to tell me who I am. I'm telling you who I am. Right. You know, you can form your own opinion and you can call me whatever you want to call me, but it's what I answer to. So with me being like that, you know, it seemed like I kind of attract a lot of women who need that push to understand, you know, all these other people and what they talking about is what you feel for you, is how you see you. Because if you don't see you like that, then of course they not gonna see you like that.
Exactly.
You know, so that's like what I'm real big on. It's self-confidence, women, you know, self-appearance and image, and just going out and being the baddest, not bitch, but the baddest woman that you can be. Because I mean, we are all sprinkled with a little magic.
Bloop, drop a bomb on there, Jay. Come on, bloop. She said what she said.
I got my co-host talking about drop bombs. Listen, we done arrived, ain't it?
We have. Pulled up.
Well, that's what's up, man. Again, from all of the staff here at the Pick Visual Studios and the host and co-host of the What You Mean Podcast, we say thank you, and we're shouting you out, giving you a happy Mother's Day early, because by the time this comes out, we'll be sitting in Mother's Day month, you know what I'm saying? So you hitting happy Mother's Day from us first. Keep doing your thing. We appreciate you so much, man. Thanks for showing up and being here. It means a lot.
It does.
No shots fired.
None.
Crickets. But for real, thanks so much for coming by, man. Before we get out of here, we always like for you to just look at your camera. Your camera's right there, man. Tell the people who you are, how they can find you, and any information that you want to put out there to plug yourself, man. Please do it right now.
Okay, so hey, you guys, my name is Ebony, a.k.a. Lady E. You can find me on all platforms, IG, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, eStylesMe handles or eStyles_boutique, and my website is eStylesMe.com.
There you go.
Hey.
There you got it. So this has been our first episode of the Mother's Day special for the What's New segment for the month of May, man. Shout out to all you moms out there, all you mompreneurs, all you moms that are doing it by yourselves, all of you moms that actually got a husband and you're doing it with them and you still find a way to hold it down. I don't care how you're doing it, if you're holding it down out there. Shout out to you, man. I'm your host, LaCheston, and until next time,
I'm your co-host, Kim.
we're going to see y'all next time. Peace.
Oh,